friends, in this video, we'll see the sense of collective belonging. Nationalism spread when people begin to believe that they are all part of the same nation, when they discover some unity that binds them together. This sense of collective belonging came partly through the experience of united struggle, but there were also a variety of cultural processes through which nationalism captured people's imagination. Various factors played an important role in creating collective belonging among the Indian people. For example, number one, history and fiction. Second, folklore and songs. Third, popular prints and symbol. These things played an important role in making up nationalism. In that first we are going to study how folklore or literature play an important role in creating nationalist sentiment among the Indians. Friends, it was in the 20th century, with the growth of nationalism, that the identity of India came to be visually associated with the image of Bharat Mata. The image was first created by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. In the 1870s, he wrote Vande Mataram as a hymn to the motherland. Later on, it was included in his famous novel Anand Mat. It was widely sung during the Swadeshi movement in Bengal. Moved by the Swadeshi movement, Abanindranath Tagore painted his famous image of Bharat Mata. In this painting, Bharat Mata is portrayed as an ascetic figure. She is shown calm, composed, divine, and spiritual. In subsequent years, the image of Bharat Mata acquired many different forms as it circulated in popular prints and was painted by different artists. So, devotion to this mother figure came to be seen as evidence of one's nationalism. Third point is ideas of nationalism also developed through a movement to review Indian folklore. In the late 19th century, nationalists began recording folk tales sung by bards. Bards means poet, and they toured village to gather folk songs and legends. These tales, they believed, gave a true picture of traditional culture that had been corrupted and damaged by outside forces. So, according to these nationalists, because of the British rule, true Indian culture was corrupted, and if we wanted to know the true culture, in such case, we need to believe in traditional literature. It was essential to preserve, therefore, this folk tradition in order to discover one's own national identity and also to develop a sense of pride in one's past. In Bengal, Rabindranath Tagore himself began collecting ballads, nursery rhymes, myths, and led the movement for folk revival. In Madras, Natesha Shastri published a massive four-volume collection of Tamil folk tales known as the folklore of southern India. Often this comes for 1 mark in annual exam. He believed that folklore was national literature. It was the most trustworthy manifestation of people's real thought and characteristics. So, according to Natisha Shastri, one must believe in a traditional literature. As the national movement developed, nationalist leaders became more and more aware of such icons and symbols in a unifying people against the oppressive rule and also to inspire people. During the Swadeshi movement in Bengal, a tricolor flag, which mainly consists of three colors red, green, and yellow, was designed. It had 8 lotuses representing 8 provinces of British India and a crescent moon representing Hindus and Muslims. By 1921, Gandhiji had designed Swaraj flag. It was again a tricolor. Main colors were red, green, and white and had a spinning wheel in the center representing the Gandhian ideal of self help. Carrying the flag, holding it aloft. Aloft means at a high position or height. During marches, become a symbol of defiance. Defiance means disobedience. Another means of creating a feeling of nationalism was through reinterpretation of history. By the end of the 19th century, many Indians began feeling that to instill a sense of pride in the nation. Therefore, Indian history had to be thought about differently. The British saw Indians as a backward, primitive, incapable of governing themselves. But in reality, when Indians started looking back in their past, they saw that Indians had made great achievement in past. They wrote about glorious developments in ancient times when number 1 art and architecture, science and mathematics, religion and culture, law and philosophy, crafts and trade had flourished in our country. This glorious time, in their view, was followed by a history of decline when India was colonized by the British rule. These nationalist histories urge readers to take pride in India's great nationalist histories and urge readers to take pride in India's great achievement. But problem was that when they tried to glorify history, these efforts to unify people were not without problem. When the past being glorified was Hindu. When the images were celebrated were drawn from Hindu iconography, the science portrait of science of iconography. Then people of the other communities felt left out. So, how to unify these all group and launch struggle against the British rule was a great problem in front of Congress. So, growing anger against the colonial government was thus bringing together various groups and classes of the Indians into a common struggle for freedom in the first half of 20th century. So Congress under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi ji tried to channel people's grievances into organized movement for independence. Though such movements, the nationalists tried to forge a national unity, but as we have seen, diverse groups and classes participated in these movements with varied aspirations and expectations. As their grievances were wide ranging and freedom from colonial rule also meant different things to different people. Congress continuously attempted to resolve differences and ensure that the demands of one group did not alienate another. So, this is precisely why the unity within the movement often broke down. So, high points of Congress activity and nationalist unity were followed by phases of disunity and inner conflict between groups. In other words, what was emerging was a nation with many voices wanting freedom from colonial rule. Thank you.